So how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Now this is going to be the weekly recap, very similar to the video I made last week where I just kind of go through my trades and show you guys how I did trading this past week. And I'm also going to include a couple of the live clips, show you some of the highlighted trades so you can watch them play out live and hear my live commentary. And then after that, we'll take a look at my journal on Notion, and I will briefly go ahead and break down each one of the trades I took and show you the current balance of where both of my accounts are at. Yeah, this week was all right. I was barely profitable on my options account, so I did okay trading options, but futures with my new Apex account was honestly a complete disaster. I still have yet to have a solid winning trade on that Apex account, but that is okay. I'm only down, I think I'm down about 200, and the max drawdown is $2,500, so that is really nothing to worry about. It really shouldn't be a problem. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get into it. So enjoy the live trading. AMD is forming a nice bear flag at this level here. I'm going to short AMD. Yeah, this candle right here is the reason I got into this trade. We rejected the prior day low and closed nicely right below it. So now we'll see if this can work its way down to the low of day. The only thing I don't like is the futures kind of pushing back up slightly. But AMD and Nvidia have been pretty weak today. Alright, so I'm seeing Nvidia start to push down here, but AMD is stuck. And it's not even moving anymore, which is kind of slightly frustrating, but still no reason to sell here. The futures are starting to come back down. I'm hoping that drags AMD down with it. Typically consolidation below a key level leads to more downside, but so far it's not really giving us that. So I guess patience is key here. Okay, we're about to sweep that low. I'm going to scale out of 1 here. And we're going to try and hold this other one for a low day break. Come on, we're right there. We're just a few cents away. Nice. And I'm out. That's exactly what I wanted. That's perfect, man. There's definitely a chance it goes lower, but it's alright, I'll take that. There's kind of a break and retest setting up on the Qs here. This level is the prior day high.
Order filled.
I'm going to try some shorts on the Qs here. My stop will simply be above this high.
Order submitted.
See if we can get a break of the lows here. I'll look to take one off, but see if we can get some nice rejections off this level here. I'd like to target the pre-market low. That seems like it's the draw right now. Sort of like the draw on liquidity. Alright, I'll buy one back there at the lows. Okay, buyers are stepping up at the low day, but I'm keeping my stop right above the 60s on this last contract, and my target will be the pre-market low. Yeah, so this will be a break-even trade if I get stopped out here, which looks like it's going to happen. Yep, there we go.
Order canceled.
Again, all of that for basically a break-even trade. That's happened multiple times recently. I cannot get anything going on this Apex account. So annoying, man. Alright, Nasdaq's at 16,000. See what it does here. I'm gonna go for the rejection. try and play this. And it's going right through it.
Order filled.
Nice.
Order filled.
Okay, now that we're holding above 16,000, I'm trying a long here. No, no way, it's just going to come back down. Where does it want to go? If it's
Order
not...
filled.
No.
Order canceled.
Microsoft has an interesting break and retest. I'm just going to go for Microsoft here. Yeah, this is a pretty decent level here. It's got room up. I'm going to go long, just let it ride. Okay, we've already got a high day break. Might as well take a contract off. Yeah, I'm going to scale at a 1 there. That was like perfect timing, honestly. Futures are also squeezing up. If we get a nasty top wick here, I might have to get out, but I'm just going to take it off, actually. That was a nice little quick scalp. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at my journal on Notion. So as you can see, I was very selective the first 3 days of the week. Took one trade on Monday, no trades on Tuesday, and one trade on Wednesday, and then a couple on Thursday and Friday. So on Monday I had a nice one and done a day trading AMD. Now this is a setup I really like. A very clean break and retest, bear flag of a key level. Let's go ahead and make this full screen. And yeah, I believe this level was the prior day low. AMD was pretty weak. I pushed back up into the level once, but I didn't take it there because it didn't really fully touch the level, and this was not a super convincing candle. But then pushed back up again, had a super nice bearish inverse hammer candle. When that closed, I entered short right here with 2 cheap contracts, and I scaled out at this low, and then I sold the other one on the break of this low. Yeah, I mean, you guys just watched this in the live recording, so let's go to the next one. This NASDAQ trade easily could have been 100 profit, but I had it come back on me, and it turned out to be basically break even. Now, it was a nice setup. It was a break and retest at this level. It's 15,960 level. Went short with 2 contracts here. Took one off at the lows. I believe I was targeting the pre-market low on the second one, and it eventually got there. But first, it came back up, stopped me out here above this level, and then after that, it came right back down, and it hit my target here, which was slightly frustrating. I was even thinking about re-entering here, which I should have done, but I did not re-enter, so I missed out, and basically it was a break-even trade. So yeah, at this point on the week, my Apex account was at like just over break even. On Thursday, I basically gave back my AMD profits on Tesla. Now, you know what's interesting about this is it turned out to be a loss, and it was not a clean break and retest. This was more of a continuation sell-off. Now, my main kind of bread and butter setup is the break and retest. So it's interesting now. This was not a break and retest, and it turned out to be a loss. So yeah, I was just kind of playing the sort of like the bear flag break. When it broke below this level, I went short here, and it really never went my way at all. Came back up, started to push down. I thought here it was going to sell off more, but it did not. And then right after that, it snapped back up. I believe the people in the Discord I'm in took this as well. At least some of them did, and we were all kind of surprised that Tesla completely turned around and went up here. But I only had a starter position. I just had 1 contract, so it was not that big of a deal. But yeah, then I took a short on the NASDAQ. This was a little bit later in the day, and again, it was a continuation sell-off, not really a super clean break and retest. And sure enough, it was a loss. So I took this trade in the NQ futures, but the level was based off the QQQ. So we take a look here. I basically saw a bear flag below the VWAP. So I went short here, and sure enough, it completely reversed on me. This was kind of one of those midday bear traps where they just kind of dump the market to make everyone super bearish, and then they flip it right back up. So I was a part of that trap. And also the NASDAQ, the NQ futures were still above the VWAP. So really not a great setup. Plus, it was later in the day, so I took a loss there. On Friday, I had, again, more losses on the NQ, and I had a winner on Microsoft. Not the biggest profit, but let's take a look at these NASDAQ trades. This was somewhat frustrating because I went short and long. They're both based off this 16,000 level. So I tried some shorts off 16,000. Went short here, but I should have waited for a candle close because literally as soon as I went short, it flips back up, squeezed through the level, and I stopped out. Then, to me, it looked like we were doing a nice break and retest of the level, so I went long here. And then just, again, 2 minutes later, came back down and it stopped me out right below 16,000. And I was careful of my emotions here because I thought about shorting again here, but I didn't. And eventually it did go up, but it wasn't the cleanest move. So yeah, I took a few losses on the Apex account there. And then Microsoft, this was a decent setup. I really could have made more. You know, Microsoft is not the biggest mover. The options are not great, but yeah, so this was a nice level. The yellow line is prior day close, and then this 371 is the whole site number. We made a little double top there, so that's the market telling us that there is a reaction there, like there's action at this level. And then Microsoft pushed above it, came back down and retested it. And I'm like, okay, here I have to give this a shot to the upside. So I went long here, and I got basically an immediate move in my favor. So I took the contract off here. Now on my runner, I didn't really have a plan for it, and I sort of panic sold when I saw just a little bit of red here. Now I could have been a little more patient, or maybe put in a break-even stop and wait for this next move up, but obviously that's hindsight now. So yeah, I only walked away with literally $9 profit. So yeah, those were all my trades for the week. I'm doing a better job of being more selective and not taking like 3 to 4 trades a day. If I just go back a little ways, even just a month ago, I was taking so many more trades, and now what just happened? Oh. Now I'm being much more selective, just waiting for my setup. And yeah, I think patience is definitely very important in trading. It's very hard to be patient and wait for your A+ setup. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for this weekly recap. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. And thank you all for the support on the channel recently. We've gained quite a few more subscribers in the past couple of weeks, and I greatly appreciate that, because it really does encourage me to keep on making this type of content. So thank you all for that. And also, if you have any advice for me as a trader, please feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I would love to read it and reply to you, because I know I still have a lot of things that I can improve on in my trading. I'm nowhere near where I want to be. And yeah, I feel confident going into 2024. I feel like next year is going to be a better year for me. I certainly learned a lot this year. I put in so many hours on the charts this year, and I improved a lot, but still, I have many things to work on. So let's keep on going. Let's end the year strong. And yeah, let's go into 2024 with confidence. So that's going to be it for today. So thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.